Hello and welcome. You're watching CNN News 18. I'm Avantika Singh. Big breaking news coming in. Lots of action has been happening at the Congress Working Committee because all the members have been today meeting. And what we are getting to hear is that they have passed a resolution that Rahul Gandhi should be appointed as the leader of the party in Lok Sabha. Now, there has been a lot of talk, a lot of pressure. In fact, a lot of party leaders have been expressing a desire that Rahul Gandhi should take on the crucial role of the leader of the opposition. But what we're getting to hear is that Rahul Gandhi will take a decision soon amidst the clamour that is growing for him to take over as the leader of the opposition in Lok Sabha.
Another resolution we had passed unanimously. CWC unanimously requested Sri Rahul Gandhi ji to take the leader of the opposition position in Lok Sabha. All the participants unanimously put up their views on this issue.
Sharon, in fact, my colleague has been tracking all the developments since morning, ever since the CWC today met. Sharon, so over to you. All this while, there was a lot of desire, a lot of pressure, clamour had been growing. But now we're just getting to hear that a decision has been taken unanimously by all the participants that Rahul Gandhi should take on the role of the leader of the opposition.
Well, Avantika, a resolution has in fact been passed, and unanimously it was demanded that Rahul Gandhi should take the post of leader of opposition in Lok Sabha. Now, K.C. Venugopal has said that in that meeting, each of the leaders who were present there, all of them said that not just for the Congress party, but also for the India Alliance and the floor of the House, as per, specifically for Lok Sabha, the face should be Rahul Gandhi because he has led two Bharat Jodo Yatras, and wherever the Bharat Jodo Yatra went, the vote share has increased in these areas is what the Congress party is claiming. So this win is in fact being credited to Mallikarjun Kharge, Priyanka Gandhi, and especially to Rahul Gandhi for actually taking out two Bharat Jodo Yatras. And given how he has in fact been attacking the government outside and inside Parliament, it should in fact be he himself who should be leading the opposition in the floor of the House. Now, what we have been told is that Rahul Gandhi heard the sentiments of all the members of the CWC. He, in fact, the resolution was read after the meeting was over, and then, Rahul Gandhi has said that he will take a decision in coming days. So right now, a decision has not been taken, but today at 5:30 p.m., first of all, even before to select the leader of opposition, they have to select the chairperson of the Congress Parliament Party. So that is going to be something that would be elected today at 5:30 p.m. Remember, the sitting chairperson of the Congress Parliamentary Party is Sonia Gandhi.
Yes.
Whether she will be changed or a new name will be taken up, all this will be decided at 5:30, and then eventually the chairperson will decide who will be the leader of opposition in the floor of the House.
So interesting. Let me take that question now to Pallavi. Pallavi, what are you hearing from your sources? Is Sonia Gandhi likely to retain her position as the chairperson of the Congress Parliamentary Party? And what are you hearing about, this resolution that Sharon was just referring to, which has been passed unanimously to get Rahul Gandhi to take on the crucial role of leader of opposition?
Well, in fact, if you remember during the last Lok Sabha elections and after that, Sonia Gandhi very reluctantly stuck on to the post of the Congress Parliamentary Party, and there was a lot of convincing which was done. They felt that she was the senior most, she was a UPA chairperson. So because of that, she should become the CPP. Normally, the tendency is that a CPP leader is from the Lok Sabha, and that's the reason why Sonia Gandhi continues as a Congress Parliamentary Party leader. No hard and fast rules about it. So it could be just about anybody. There could also be a demand that maybe the Congress president, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, should also be the CPP leader, along being the leader of the House in Rajya Sabha. So I think we'll just have to wait a while. It's an important post because much of the parliament strategy is streamlined under the leadership of the Congress Parliamentary Party leader. So therefore, whoever is chosen will need to have a lot of experience and in terms of negotiating. That's one. When it comes to LOP, not surprising at all that the resolution has been passed. That has been a huge huge demand. But the LOP's position, which the Congress is going to get now after a long time, because the last time around the numbers were not good enough. This time with 100, they are, of course, entitled to become the leader of the party, or the LOP as it's called. It's a constitutional position. It got a cabinet rank. But there's a lot of involvement, there's a lot of task. It's just not an ornamental post. Going to the business advisory council meetings, discussing with the government, negotiating with the government. For example, if there's a no confidence motion, how do you try and reach out to the opposition benches, parties which are not a part of the India Front Alliance? You have to be in touch with them. So the LOP's position becomes important, and also that person is also a part of the panel which decides on important positions like the CBI chief, the ED chief, and it's a 24/7 job. Will Rahul Gandhi really want to do it? That remains to be seen.
Oh, indeed, it's such an important post. It's also a post where, the representative will give the viewpoint of his party on some very important matters on the floor of the House. Sharon, a lot has been going on. This has been a very long meeting. Tell us a little bit more, apart from talks and this resolution being passed, what else has been discussed? What about the oath-taking ceremony? Has there been any chatter, any talk on just if there will be any representation from the Indie bloc at tomorrow's oath-taking ceremony?
Well, Avantika, this question was asked to KC Venugopal whether the Congress party has received any sort of invite from the NDA for the oath-taking ceremony. To which KC Venugopal has in fact said that we have so far not received any invite from the NDA, and we will decide whether to go or not once we get the invite. So that is, of course, what has been said by KC Venugopal as far as the invite for the oath ceremony is concerned. But coming back to what really was discussed in CWC, one important point that has been made in the CWC is that there are a number of states like like Maharashtra, where Karnataka and Maharashtra, where there could have been much more expectation when it comes to the seats. Bihar was another state where they were expecting more numbers. Now, in all these states, there is going to be a special committee that will be set up to look into why the numbers have been less. But nevertheless, the Congress party sees this as a big victory and calls this a moral defeat for the Prime Minister. Apart from that, they say that they have now started into the revival path. The party is going to revive from here and is only going to win thereafter any elections that are going to come, be it Haryana election, be it the upcoming Delhi Assembly election. All these elections will be won by the Congress party now, because now the path of revival is open, is what the big claim that is coming in from the Congress party.
Absolutely. Two quick questions, Pallavi. The chairperson of the parliamentary party is empowered, as you rightly mentioned, to name the two leaders who will represent the party in the two houses in parliament. Other than Rahul Gandhi, are there any names doing the rounds? And what about the decision on Rae Bareli and Wayanad? Will Rahul Gandhi stick with his family seat over Wayanad? What are you hearing from your sources?
But Avantika, there's still time for that. Technically speaking, the parliament session is going to open very briefly between 18 to 22nd, but that is only to take oath and possibly the election of the speaker. So the Congress is not under no compulsion to immediately name the LOP. So maybe they'll wait a while, or maybe they're going to take a call. Names, I mean, it's very tricky actually to kind of suggest names, but I think the yardstick will be someone who usually has an experience, but more importantly negotiating. I'm just going to use a benchmark of Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, for example. He would have to talk to the BJP, the other like-minded parties. That's the role that they'll have to play. Someone who, of course, usually initiates the debate and discussions. So someone who's also considered to be a little articulate. Remember, Adhir used to get into a lot of trouble because often he used to make those verbal faux pas. Gaurav Gogoi was one name which many would suggest, but I wouldn't hazard a guess on who's really going to be the person, because as of now, the LOP's demand is really on Rahul Gandhi. To answer your second question, well, I mean, mum's the word on that. We've been talking about various factors. Wayanad, why Rahul Gandhi would want to continue, because he personally has told in close circles, I want to continue with Wayanad, which is why he did not want to contest from Rae Bareli in the first place. Kerala elections round the corner. But the same argument can also be used in case Priyanka Gandhi Vadra takes his place from Wayanad. Rae Bareli, I think the Congress has kind of established its credentials over there, having won from Amethi, which makes their task easier in case Rahul Gandhi decides to opt out of Rae Bareli and put his sister over there and contest. But I think the important factor will be on the UP elections, where the opposition party, certainly the Congress, is very gung-ho of able to come back and, in kind of having a resonance on the ground.
Oh, indeed, absolutely. And Sharon, you know, this is the first important meeting that the Congress party is holding after the elections, after the resurgence of the Indy bloc. I'm sure that the mood must have been upbeat, buoyant and full of hope.
Absolutely. In fact, the body language of most of the CWC members were very happy. They were laughing, joking around with the media personnel also who were standing here. Not just that, even in the press conference, KC Venugopal went on to say that 4 months back, it was in March when there was the last CWC meeting, and the environment and the kind of ambience in that meeting was very sad. But now that the revival is going to happen in Congress party, there was in fact a lot of enthusiasm among the members of the CWC, and this is only the beginning is what the Congress party is saying, that they are saying that in Parliament it is going to be, of course, a strong opposition that will be put in by the Congress party, and that is the aim, that they are going to attack the BJP, going to question the BJP government. That is the aim with which they are going to move forward, is what has been discussed in the CWC. Also very, very enthusiastic members of CWC were seen today compared to what it was the situation in March 2024.
And this win, a very impressive performance by the Indy bloc, Pallavi, would give the much needed fillip and, charge the party workers, wouldn't it? What are the kind of, reactions you're getting it, and the mood in general in the Congress party after the performance of the Indy bloc?
Which Shireen is making. I remember I was there the last CWC in the last Lok Sabha election. Very somber, very defeatist, very disappointed, and that is when Sonia Gandhi also decided that she would have to continue as the party's president, and Rahul Gandhi having stepped down. This time round, clearly Rahul Gandhi is the king. I mean, those celebratory noises around him is there. But elections are important. Your performance becomes important, because for more than the leaders, it's the cadre which needs to be enthused, because we know it's the Karyakartas who win or perhaps lose elections for you. The Congress has been too demoralized, and even today they are. You found more celebratory noises which are taking place from their side. In fact, they're refusing to acknowledge the Prime Minister as being the legitimate Prime Minister, even though he's going to be taking oath in a little over 24 hours from now. Just to use Jairam Ramesh's word, he's not a Prime Minister designate, but he should be called the Prime Minister designate, because he should actually resign and he should not even go in for a third term. That's the mood in the Congress party, which is what they're going to keep intact, keep the pressure going, and they're going to use this momentum, this mojo, to try and do well in the upcoming state elections, Maharashtra, in Haryana. These are the critical state elections that they know and they are confident of, rather, I would say, Avantika, of coming back to power.
This is the first time, Pallavi, I'm actually seeing runners-up more enthused and exuberant and happy than the winners themselves, isn't it?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I mean, if you go to Congress office, Avantika, it does look as if they won the elections.
True.
They are celebrating. There's a mojo. There's a spring in their step. I haven't seen that in the Congress party in a long, long time. But more than that, not in the workers. I think that's very important, because every time the Congress would lose election, I remember I'd done a story on this also, and when Congress workers would come up to me and ask me, "Ab hamara kya hoga?" There are not many people think about it. There are pitfalls of losing elections. For example, where do you run the offices from? Where do you get your salaries from? They get very scared about the fact that will our office be shut down. All that thing seems to be a bit in the past, because if you look at the mood in the Congress party, whether it's the top leaders, whether it's the workers, or whether it's the secretaries inside the Congress headquarters, all of them are now geared up for a bigger fight. I mean, those who predicted that Rahul Gandhi will be forced to pack his bags away and go, clearly he's not going to be doing that. That gives them a lot of confidence.
Indeed. Sharon and Pallavi, thank you both for joining us. And we have lots of political reactions coming in from the CWC meeting that has concluded. There will be another meeting as well, and we will get you all the updates from that. But first, just listen in to these reactions.
और ये सभी का ये भावनाएं थी कि वो विपक्ष की भूमिका में नेता प्रतिपक्ष बने, आम जनता की आवाज़, आम लोगों की जो आवाज़ है, वो महंगाई, बेरोजगारी, जो आज पूरी तरीके से परेशान है नौजवान, हमारा अग्निवीर, हर चीज़ को उठाए, जिस पे राहुल गांधी जी को सर्वसम्मत से प्रस्ताव किया गया, मुझे लगता है कि उनको स्वीकार करें।
बिल्कुल बनना चाहिए। वो निडर हैं, साहसी हैं, आंख में आंख मिलाकर बात कर सकते हैं, पढ़ते हैं, मुद्दे उनकी जानकारी में रहता है। यह हमारी वर्किंग कमेटी का सर्वसम्मत से अनुरोध था।
There is only one voice of the Congress party in the working committee and in the country, Rahul Gandhi should take over the leader of the opposition. There is the one voice, whether he likes or not, it has to be implemented. We all have moved the resolution, we have passed the resolution, whether he accepts or not, the Congress president is going to direct him.
राहुल जी एलओपी बने और देश की जनता की आवाज़ बने, यह हमारी सभी कार्य समिति की इच्छा है और उस आधार पर राहुल जी देश में एलओपी बनेंगे और ये तानाशाह नरेंद्र मोदी की सरकार को जनता के सामने सच लाने में उनको एलओपी बनने के बाद ताकत मिलेगी, ये भूमिका हमारी है।
देखिए, जो मीटिंग के अंदर बात हुई है वो तो हम खुलासा उसका नहीं कर सकते, पर जब भी कांग्रेस पार्टी ने राहुल गांधी जी से कुछ अपेक्षा की है तो कांग्रेस पार्टी की ख्वाहिश राहुल गांधी जी ने पूरी की है। कांग्रेस पार्टी दोबारा उनसे गुजारिश करती है कि वो देश की आवाज़ सदन के अंदर उठाएं, जिस प्रकार से वो सड़क पे उठाते हैं। हमारी अपेक्षा यही रहेगी कि वो कांग्रेस पार्टी की गुजारिश को कबूल करेंगे।
हम सब ने ये भी आग्रह किया कि राहुल गांधी जी नेता विपक्ष की जिम्मेदारी लें, ऐसी भावना देशवासियों की है, कांग्रेस कार्यकर्ताओं की है और कांग्रेस वर्किंग कमेटी ने में भी यही भावना उभर के सामने आई कि राहुल गांधी नेता विपक्ष की जिम्मेदारी लेते हुए देश को एक मजबूत विपक्ष और एक आने वाले समय का मजबूत विकल्प देने का काम करें।
सबने अपील की है राहुल गांधी जी को कि आपको विपक्ष का नेता बनना चाहिए, आपको लड़ना चाहिए। एक ऐसे व्यक्ति हैं जो देश के प्रधानमंत्री के सामने खड़े होकर आंख में आंख डाल के बात कर सकते हैं, वो है राहुल गांधी। और जब राहुल गांधी खड़े होंगे तो देश का नौजवान अपने आप को सुरक्षित महसूस करेगा। तमाम से वो मुद्दे, महंगाई का मुद्दा, बेरोजगारी का मुद्दा, अग्निवीर का मुद्दा, ये तमाम मुद्दे जब वो राहुल गांधी विपक्ष के नेता होंगे, उठाएंगे, तो मेरे को लगता कि देश के लोग अपने आप को ये महसूस करेंगे कि हमारी बात करने वाला और हमारी लड़ाई लड़ने वाला कोई व्यक्ति है।
जी जी, सबकी इच्छा है कि राहुल जी बने।
राहुल जी की तरफ से कोई प्रतिक्रिया?
राहुल जी बताएंगे, फैसला लेंगे, लेकिन सबकी इच्छा।